Happy New Year. We look forward to welcoming everyone back to school next week in person. I am sure that, like me, you too looked forward to 2021. Perhaps you made some New Year's resolutions or decided to keep some from last year to further your resolve. At Dwight, we have certainly done both as we look forward to making 2021 a year of health, success, and of course, great hope for the future of our community. We have further increased our health and safety expectations during these winter months, while infection rates are higher in the city, in order to keep in-person learning a priority. And I would like to take a moment with you to share them now. So here are some increased precautions and reminders. Weekly testing of all faculty and staff, preschool through grades 12, has started. And now all students K through 12 will be tested on site at Dwight every 2 weeks, thanks to our partnership with QLS, their quality laboratory service. We'll be doing this testing during school hours, and information was sent earlier this week that included frequently asked questions and answers. So please take a moment to look at those questions that we sent out through our communications. Preschool students will be participating in pool testing every 3 weeks. New York State Department of Health has amended their quarantine requirements to coincide with CDC guidelines. And under these guidelines, asymptomatic individuals exposed to COVID-19 can now end their quarantine after 7 days, as long as no symptoms have been experienced during that quarantine period and a negative COVID-19 PCR test result has been submitted. After day 7 is reached, individuals must continue monitoring for symptoms through day 14, and if any develop, they should immediately self-isolate and contact their healthcare provider to seek testing again. The new guidelines don't require a PCR test to exit quarantine after 10 days of no symptoms. However, we at Dwight will still require this. If a household member other than a Dwight student, faculty or staff member is experiencing COVID-19 signs or symptoms, we now ask that the asymptomatic Dwight student, faculty or staff member remain home until the symptomatic household member receives a negative COVID-19 test result. We realise this may pose some challenges, but we believe it's imperative to keep our community safe while rates are high in the city. As a reminder, if a household member or caregiver tests positive, Dwight students and other members of that household are considered exposed and must also quarantine at home for at least 7 days, assuming no signs or symptoms, after which time they will need a negative test result to return to school. Now, here's some information about vaccinations for our school community. I'm happy to say that vaccinations have begun for Dwight faculty and staff. We anticipate that this will take many weeks for many employees to sign up with the state and receive their 2 doses, but we are extremely relieved that they have this opportunity and the process has begun. Our community has stayed strong by committing to shared expectations. We know that nothing we may do as a community to stay safe is guaranteed to be foolproof. But we believe strongly that together we can keep our community safe and continue teaching and learning. We ask you to hold each other accountable as we further commit to these expectations that are now more important than ever. Avoid large gatherings and parties. I know we have said this repeatedly, but it's probably the single most important thing you and your family can do. Be diligent about maintaining your bubble. If you have 4 families in your bubble, for example, and each of them has an extended bubble of family and friends, this is unlikely to be effective in remaining safe. Be mindful that any engagement in activities such as sports or play dates without masks and social distancing is highly inadvisable. When in doubt, stay home. Our best course for avoiding potential spread of COVID-19 within our community is to be vigilant. If you don't feel well or your child doesn't feel well, keep them home and monitor them closely. And finally, fill out that daily screening via the Magnus app every day, Monday through Friday, for your child. I know it can be a little tiresome at times. I'm certainly doing it 3 times a day myself, but it's incredibly helpful for us in able to track data every day for our school reports. We have a lot to be proud of this school year, despite the many challenges facing us all. Our students have shown great resilience, learning in new ways and navigating their daily lives despite various obstacles. Our faculty and staff have shown unparalleled commitment to the entire community as they stare down their own fears and jump over a wide range of hurdles. We thank you for your partnership, compassion, and loyalty during this time when we all need to help each other through thick and thin. It has been my privilege to work with and for you all during these incredibly challenging months. And I know that we will have some tough times still ahead. Dwight is indeed a family, and as a family, we want to keep one another cared for and above all safe into 2021. Thank you all.